G'day. Tip number 3, how to get more time to do your creative work. So this tip is about putting creative work above everything else. So this is a bit of a challenge and a bit of a practice for artists if you're not used to doing this. I hope these massive ocean waves aren't distracting from this video, but so this is just prioritizing your creative work above other things. So how do we do this? How do you take your creative work and give it a place in your week so that you actually pay attention to it, follow through and take the action and make it happen? So there are a few ways. In the last video I talked about purpose. So when you tap into the why it's important to do it, that starts to raise it in your priority list. But in this video I wanted to talk about how to now separate your creative work from everything else you're doing. So I'm just going to give you one or two quick tips. The first one is, if you write out a priority list, I want the number one thing to be on that list is time for my art. I want number 2 to be time for my art. Number 3, time for my art. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to have a priority list that has time for my art as number 1 through to 10. And then there's going to be other things in your life. It's going to be, doing the washing up, going out to dinner with that friend or whatever. And they're going to come number 11 through to 400. But all I want you to do is really focus on what that top priority is, that top 10 list of your art. And just notice how that makes you feel about how you want to be spending your time and your energy. So once you do that, it starts to make it really very self-evident that you need to create time for your art because it's a high priority. And anything that's not making time for your art is a distant second. It's like there's your art focus and then there's just everything else. So this is one way of creating a really clear distinction between, okay, I actually am going to make time for my art this week. It's not just somewhere on the list that hopefully I get to. It's like number 1 through to 10. So hopefully that little mindset shift helps you to prioritize your art this week and gives it a place in your calendar. In the coming videos I'm going to talk more about how to plan your week and schedule a few things and how to protect that time. But for the time being, that's a good way to start thinking about it. Yeah, if you're digging this video series, click the links around here, which will either send you to some free resources to help you get more time for your art. There's also an online workshop that's happening. So yeah, if you want to learn more and go deeper with this, then please be my guest. Get some free resources under your belt so you can make your art. Remember, your art matters. So go and create. Catch you soon. Bye.